But when you wake up at like 10:59 a.m. and you got scrims at 11 and this guy's dashed on you off goal line, you're like, okay.
You're waking up 1 minute before scrims.
Yeah.
Welcome into Roll Q with the mid laners. I got DARDEZ, Bastion, Daniel, that's BIGMANTINGZ, and Paulinho,
Yep.
Just Paul. That's a little bit easier, isn't it? Just Paul.
Yeah.
When did you drop Paul from PC? Is it when you came back to PC?
Well, I just use Paul from PC because I can't get like the name Paul on Twitter, for instance. So
Fair.
Paul's like a hard name to get, so just whip out the PC.
Have you ever reached out to @Paul on Twitter? Like, hey man, let me.
Bro, people want like the most ridiculous money for like exclusive Twitter handles, like tens of thousands of dollars. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I reached out to @Mifflin on Twitter, and I said, hey man, you've probably been getting a lot of ats recently. It's just an old dude. His Avi is like an old man. He's like holding a fish. Like, it's that type of guy. And I sent him to him. I was like, hey, I'll give you like $1,000. Give me @Mifflin.
Way.
Like, let's make it work. He blocked me. He blocked me, then privated his account. So old man with fish. Like, what are you gonna give him? You know, like
really protecting his fish.
what he's got everything he needs. What about you, BIGMANTINGZ? Did you have to fight for BIGMANTINGZ?
No, I got an underscore. The original account's like not even used anymore.
Really?
It's a dead account. Yeah, can't get it.
Get on that, Elon. Come on, man. Dead account. DARDEZ, was that a battle?
No, I've never looked for it at all.
Oh,
I just put the underscore on.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's the matter.
Yeah.
Well, we do have to talk about mid lane at least a little bit, fellas. At least a little bit. How are we feeling about the meta right now? Are we big up on mid lane? Do we feel like we're carrying games? Is mid lane just hang out? Like, I hope my jungler does good. Is it, I wish I could play more mages. I'm happy there's no mages. Like, what's going on? Well, don't all fight. I'll call names, I swear.
Just thinking a little bit about it.
All right, well, let Paul think. DARDEZ, help me out here.
I mean, I think you can actually play everything right now.
Okay.
I don't know. It's actually a fun meta, I think.
Oh, you actually do like the meta?
I mean, yeah. I feel like we see mages, we see assassins, we see hunters, we see warriors.
We don't see a lot of mages, though. I'm missing the mages a little bit.
Yeah.
Someone needs to bust out the Raws.
It's because of the magic ADCs. That's why.
Oh, that's true. It just messes up the team comms. ADCs ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
I asked you beforehand. You said mid, not exactly your favorite right now. Care to quantify?
No, I was right. It's fine. I like being able to play different stuff, but I also just like when you just like bust up a little Merlin, just 5 games in a row, just keep it simple. But yeah, it's fun to play different stuff. Makes a change.
Fair enough. And you're playing more of the standards. Like you're going towards things like the Vulcan. This guy can't get off set at all. Came in this morning, had to play set as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to play SPL in hard mode at the moment, and it's showing. The Kings are struggling, but you know we're battling through it.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Paul, you had time to think, so we're expecting.
I like it. I think it's all right. I mean,
you gotta give me more than that.
Let me get there. Okay. I know you got Bow. You got like the cooldown Tiki.
That's right.
You got Horn Shot, bro. Nobody has cooldowns anymore, so you just blast it. I don't know. Pretty fun.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, you know, that brings me to a legitimate question. You know, you guys buy a lot of Bow. I don't know. Have you guys ever eaten Bow legitimately? Is that something you've ingested?
I've never heard of
Bow.
it.
Bow guy.
That was good.
Were you in Georgia, or did you have that back home, or what?
No, like when I was here, like just a restaurant.
Slamming some Bow.
What is it? A plant or something?
You being serious?
I don't know what Bow is.
Oh, the picture is in the game.
It looked like a bunch of like eggs in a sack or something.
It's Bao is a Chinese like steamed bun.
Oh, it's a bun.
It's dough, and inside is whatever stuffing you want. Usually vegetables or meat.
That's not pretty good. So it's like
it's like a
egg roll kind of, but it's a bun.
Yeah, it's like a fluffy, doughy bun.
That's cool. Interesting. Yeah, no, I've never heard of it or seen it in my life.
Yeah, so
We gotta get you to PF Chang's, bro.
PF Chang's?
You never heard of that?
Why does that sound familiar?
It's like the most common Chinese chain.
Really?
Besides Panda Express.
Really? In Canada, we had something called Dragon House.
What?
Dragon House.
Dude, I keep forgetting you're from Canada, Paul. I'm just so used to seeing you in America because I live here, I guess.
So PF Chang's, huh? Is it actually decent though?
Yeah, it's all right. Have either of you?
Had it once.
Okay. Did you like it? Yeah.
It was alright.
It's all right.
You, you go with like a big group. They've got the what was it called? Like a lazy Susan, like the circle on the
Oh,
table.
yeah,
and
yeah.
you can share it. It's nice.
Is it better than Panda Express though?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Most things.
Do you hate Panda Express?
I'm not. Hey, look, I like Panda E as much as the next guy. All right. Not sponsored, by the way. Reach out, Panda E. Smite would love to have you. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's like a drive-through. That's like saying like I love burgers, McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like
Everybody I've met, they either love it or like hate it.
okay,
They absolutely, it's like one.
out some Panda E haters.
Huh?
Out them. Let's hear it.
Neil Ma.
Neil Ma's a Panda
he-
E hater.
Well, he's he's literally Chinese, so like his parents have made him like the most.
Neil Ma's Chinese.
He's like half Chinese.
Yeah, half Chinese now.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
What? No, excuse me.
You know,
What?
I'm Canadian. God. Anyways, yeah. So they made him like authentic Chinese food, and then he despises it. Anytime I have it, he gives me a dirty look, dude.
I had no idea. That's amazing. I'm a quarter Chinese. We'll bond over that next time I talk to him. Anybody else here Chinese? No one
I
want
don't
to.
think so.
Irish chance.
Oh, wait, no.
Ancestry DNA test.
Yeah, we got to get on that. Was it 21andMe or something like that? Oh man. Well, we talked about the mid lane, fellas. We talked about the meta. We talked about the god pools.
Pack it up.
We talked about literally.
Toodaloo.
Oh, man. We talked about our heritage.
What else is there to talk about?
Oh god, we talked about food.
Oh yeah, what's your favorite food?
All time.
Sure.
Bountiful Bow.
Don't say it.
Bow's pretty good. It's up there. I think I like Hot Pot though. I'm a big Hot Pot guy. Yeah.
Is that like a chain or something?
It's a style of food, and you can get it around this area. And I'll take any opportunity I can to pitch Hot Pot to as many people as possible. It's very similar to Korean barbecue, but instead of having a hot plate in front of you, it's a pot of boiling broth, and you just
Like
like
soup.
enjoy soup. Yeah.
You just chuck
Wow.
stuff in there.
Yep. Just throw it in.
I think I might have seen. It's literally called hot pot. Is it like what's the rrestaurant called, or is it?
There's a ton.
Okay.
Usually just called hot pot.
I think
or
I saw something called the
shabu.
boiling pot. Is that it?
That might be it. Sounds like it. You get a boiling pot. What's your favorite food?
I'd have to think about it. You should ask one of them first,
The
bro. Ask
classic.
one of them first, bro.
I have no idea. I swear.
Not like no Parisian like homemade classics like
There's so
like
many-
Ratatouille or.
That's the thing. There's so many, man. There's so many good things. It's hard to choose. I would not choose.
I can only think of like 3 Parisian foods: Ratatouille, and I'm not even sure if that's actually from Paris. Croissant.
Is that food?
Of course it's food.
Yeah, but I
I buy them in
That's not a
20 packs from
place.
Costco. Of course it's food. What else? What else does Paris have? Escargot.
escargot. I guess. Yeah.
Wait, you're from the UK, right?
Yeah.
Where in the UK?
London.
London.
It's outside of London, yeah.
God, so you guys have what's that chicken burger chain that everybody's talking about? Oh man,
Like Nando's.
little cheeky Nando's.
Nando's, yeah.
Chicken and
I've heard so much about that. Is it good? Like, do we vibe with that?
I'd say it's good. It's not really fast food though. It's more of like a casual restaurant.
Okay.
You go in and sit down, but you can like order to go if you want. But
Fair enough.
it's pretty good.
What's your favorite food then?
fish and chips.
I mean, it's up there. It's probably a thing called Sunday roast in England. where-
Sunday roast.
Sunday
What is that?
roast. Yeah,
like
you're
a,
gonna have to
like a
go in.
roast dinner. It's just like
What are you roasting?
like a big chunk of beef usually.
Okay.
Oh.
all right,
Yeah,
fair enough.
and then you just like do like roast potatoes and vegetables with it.
Oh, nice.
Slam it on a plate with some gravy and
No beans?
nope.
Jeez.
You can get
Well,
green,
that's-
you get
that's
green
the-
beans, not baked beans. Though,
Okay, fair
but,
enough.
Yeah,
God.
it's pretty
Sounds good.
It is good. Yeah,
Every time I ask Hindu man what he likes, he's just beans and toast. Every single time. I can't tell.
that's
if
such a
he's-
troll answer.
Yeah,
I
But,
can't tell
like,
if he's doing a bit or if he just likes it.
I don't think it's anyone's favorite, but like I think everyone likes it a bit.
Okay. Oh, well,
Hopefully. Nah, it's fine.
God. Well, I had Biggie in here once. I got to make fun of him about Vegemite. I've never had it. So
Yeah, we have Marmite in the UK.
Marmite. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Did you eat
Marmite.
that?
No, I don't like it.
Oh, I have a
genuine
story
joy
for
in his
that.
face.
No, not joy, not joy.
Okay.
The opposite. Okay. My first year in SBL, the gaming house.
Wait, with who? With who?
I teamed with it was Neil, Sam,
Okay.
and Scary D all in a house. And I remember I was finishing up a rank game or something, and then Scary D, he like taps on my shoulder like very gently, and I'm like, "What's up, man? What's up, man?" And he's got like this look of like kind of like horror on his face, and I'm like, what's wrong, man? He's like, dude, you got to come into the kitchen. And I'm like, okay. And then I walk into the kitchen. It's a piece of bread with a bite mark out of it, and there's this substance on it. And he's like, you have to try that. And I'm like, I was like scared, bro, but he like convinced me. And I tried it, and it was like putrid. Like it was gnarly, bro. And ever since, we're just like, bro, Marmite, no, bro.
People do say you love it or hate it.
Where are you at? Where are you at on it?
I'm a hate it.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate
Have
it.
you ever had it?
Yeah, I was on a school trip, when I was a kid. to
Okay.
The UK.
You could just do that? Just international school trips?
That's Europe. You
Dude,
can-
Europe
that's
is so
Europe.
cool.
You
That
can do
is
what you
cool.
want.
That's really cool.
It's Europe, man.
Dude, if I wanted to go international in my school, it's a 17-hour drive to get to Canada. Like,
Yeah, that's rough.
so you had Marmite in school. Was it like a dare? Like everybody's on the bus, like one kid just got like the little jar of Marmite.
No, we
like,
just had to try it. Like, that's something you have to try. and
Okay.
It was just bad.
Yeah.
I was a kid as well, so
Yeah, so maybe the palate's developed a little
Maybe.
bit since then.
probably.
God,
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's probably still bad.
I don't know about that. I could tell Scaredy that like $1,000 to eat it, he won't eat it, bro.
really?
I remember El Chuckles.
I do know
We're
Chuck.
literally like, yo, like $20 if you eat it, and he actually ate it. He was like shook, bro.
Dude, poor Scary. How bad did he have it, bro? He needed $20 that bad?
No, we bet Chuck.
Oh,
to eat
Chuck-
it. Me
Chuck
and him.
ate it.
Yeah.
Me and him put up $10 each for Chuck to have some Marmite, and he ate it, and we're like,
Well, Chuck should be used to it. He's from Australia, no? Should have like Vegemite or
exactly. That's like
their
maybe
own
we got scammed. I don't know.
Yeah, he owns you.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, fellas. I like doing deep dives on player histories. Unfortunately, I already know the sports history of DARDEZ, which blew my mind, by the way. I always talk about it. We'll come back around to it. Jordan, Paul, either of you, have you played sports in your youth?
When I was like really young, yeah, I did hockey, soccer,
You did hockey.
karate, taekwondo.
What? That's so many things.
Yeah, but it was like not for that long. I mean, I did karate
Okay.
for like taekwondo for a long time, but
What belt level?
oh, I was the worst student ever. I remember like most people would go up the belt ranks and like so fast, and I was like a yellow belt for like a year or something. But I got up to like green. I think it was green belt. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I never understood with Taekwondo, like, how does it work? Like, it's like, if I can punch a certain strength of block, like, is that a belt level? Or like, what is it?
Oh, man, it was a while ago. I think it was just like you prove yourself to like the instructor, and then he'll do. There's like I forget, like some certain days there's like I don't know. You gotta like prove yourself in some way. It's like some test. I remember we'd punch the wooden block things, but I guess I don't know. You do that, and they say, "Oh, you're ready," and they give it to you. I was not ready.
Has it ever come up in like your daily life, like the skills you cultivated in Taekwondo? Like, have you had to like defend yourself in the streets or something?
I don't think so, man. I think it was.
You would
completely
know. You
useless.
have to like judo throw somebody or something.
I mean, maybe recess a long time ago. I was a badass. I don't know. I don't know.
So we've got karate master and hockey guy Paul. What about you, Jordan? Anything interesting?
I played football or English.
Soccer. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Played cricket, which is like not
Really?
a thing over here at all.
I've seen it a bit. I have no idea the rules though.
Yeah, it's you don't really guys have anything like it here.
No.
It's like
baseball,
hard.
I guess.
Yeah, but like baseball, you run around to the bases, right? Cricket's like you hit it and you run up and down. There's like
Just like back and forth.
if you run up and down once, you get one run. It's called, which is like a point.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you just like keep running?
As long as the ball's not back in like the wicket keeper's hands.
The who what?
It's a wicket. I think it's called a wicket.
Understood.
Yeah,
Understood.
and then like there's a guy that like sits behind it, as long as it's not in his hands, because if you're not at the free stumps, then you're out at that point.
Right.
It's a bit hard to explain, but I played that, and then I played table tennis as well.
Oh yeah, you are actually pretty good at table tennis.
I'm okay. I'm not,
around.
I'm not as good as I used to be, but
Fair enough.
I'm
Fair enough.
okay.
God, and Parisian junior badminton champion.
Yeah,
Correct.
actual champion.
So sick. Any other sports besides that? Now that's old hat. We know about your badminton skills.
Well, I mean, I did like 7 or 8 years of badminton.
Yep.
I did like 2 years of table tennis.
Okay. How come I've never seen you on the table tennis table out
What
there?
do you mean? I'm always on it.
Are you? Oh god. Do we even have a ping pong table
must be
anymore?
You do. It's against the wall though.
Yeah, it's not set up.
I haven't played it.
Set
in
it
so
up right
long.
now. We'll go play.
Well, I would, but we're doing the roll cue. Oh god, we
Yeah.
haven't talked about mid at all. Oh man. My producers are probably back there like, why is he talking about sports? He talked about McDonald's for 10 minutes. God bless. You know, I actually I played football as well, not the English one.
Oh. The
unfortunately.
American kind.
Yeah, the one that gets you
The fake one.
CTE and makes you bad at thinking
Oh,
later
yeah.
in life. Yeah. Oh man. All right. Mid lane. What do mid laners think about? God. You know, as a jungler, I had jungle experience. That's what I used to play. I used to think your role was filled with the worst players. I just sit there and I'm like, they're not doing anything. When I show up, I CC. Maybe they ult. Sometimes they don't. What do you guys think the identity of mid laners is? So, like, for example, when I think of soul laners, I think the general shtick is just like the unga bunga run it down dumb guys, right?
Caveman.
Yeah, with junglers, it's the egomaniacs, or that used to be ADC. I feel like that's jungle nowadays. What is it? What's the mid lane archetype? Like, what kind of person fits mid?
Vibers.
Just vibers.
Just people who just want to get 30 minutes in and then one shot someone all their day.
Patience,
Patience. Okay.
positioning, you know.
Positioning. You told me playmaker though back in the
Yeah,
day.
it is playmaking as well.
Okay,
Well, it depends on the
playmaking.
meta, you know.
Yeah, fair.
You know, the Merlin, Tiamat, you know, meta.
God.
It's not playmaker. Well,
Yeah.
at some point you'll be doing a playmaker, but
Paul, I think embodies the patience play style for sure. You gotta wait till the prophetic cloak is stacked on Baba Yaga, or you gotta wait till you got the power stacked up so you get your defense on Tiamat. That's what I think of there. Do you think is it patience, Paul, or what is it?
I guess in general, it's kind of like patience, farming. Love to last hit.
Love to last hit. Okay.
But in general, I feel like most mid laners are like wildly different, so it doesn't really fit everybody. But if you want like a general, like consensus, kind of like patience or whatever.
Fair enough. All right, well then let's pivot the question a bit. Who's the most unga bunga caveman mid laner in the league? I feel like
I have an answer. I have an
saw
answer.
I
but-
saw the answer
I
developed.
have an answer as well.
Okay. Okay. Who? Do you have an
You're
answer?
gonna go-
I have an answer as well.
sure.
Okay. You want to say it on a countdown?
three?
On
Yeah.
three.
Okay. You do the countdown.
Okay. One. It's on three.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Benny Q.
NEQ.
Oh, Benny, you played on.
Oh yeah.
They're both the same. They're both.
The brothers
Hang
queen.
on.
Yeah, it's a played on.
Okay.
He's like always. He's like one of the only mid. It's like you want to be hitting the minions and he'll just be throwing abilities out on you and like dashing you. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah, it's something with those two. They
brothers.
get aggressive. Pagon in particular on that Raijin, he just over the wall every single time. Without fail, on your speed buff, on your red buff, he's going over that wall at some point. Ridiculous. Are they some of your favorite mid laners to play against because of how aggressive they are? Maybe it's like a different pace, or do you kind of hate them because it's like, why is this idiot jumping on me at level 3? What's going on?
I don't mind. I like to play against different styles. It's cool. I mean, if you're just against the same style all the time, it's gonna be boring. So it's like, I don't know.
Okay.
But when you wake up at like 10:59 a.m. and you got scrims at 11 and this guy's dash on you off goal line, you're like, okay.
You're waking up 1 minute before
Yeah. You like probably like 5 minutes to 1 minute. So like -5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, be dead serious with me, Paul.
Okay.
If you have scrims at 11, what is your alarm clock set for?
Yeah, you want to know the real answer?
I want to know the real answer.
I don't set my alarm. I have Aurora likes to wake me up, so I'm like, okay. And so he just like literally knocks on my door like 2 minutes beforehand. And I stumble out of bed, and that's what goes on.
Aurora likes to wake
I'm like, yo, I should get an alarm clock. He's like, no, it's okay, dude. And I'm like,
No way.
I swear to God, bro. I swear to God, bro.
That's the funniest thing ever. Just Mama Aurora at your door.
And then just like, yeah, pretty much. Occasionally it'll be someone else, maybe like Sino or Cyclone. I think everybody's woken me up at least once.
Someone's got to do it. You don't have an alarm clock, man.
I said I'd buy one, dude, but they enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't want to take that away from them. That's fair. Do you guys also do like the early scrim blocks? Is 11 like your average?
Yeah.
What time are we waking up for that? You haven't slept yet, I've heard.
No. But I wake up early. Like I wake
Okay.
up 9, 10.
Okay. What happened last night that you're just like, nah, I don't feel like putting my head to a pillow?
I mean, just it's the first big day of League of Legends Worlds, you know.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Just watching all that
Like every
stuff.
team played, so I had
Yeah.
to watch it, you know.
No, that's fair. Dude, and the production is insane. What'd you BMT? 11 a.m. scrims. What time are we waking up?
Usually like 9 or 10, but I've got
Okay.
like 4 alarms. I've got like 10:50 alarm, and I've got
Okay.
10:55. There's like my backup alarms. So I like sometimes just stare at the time. Like 10:55, I'm just like, I need the few minutes, you know, just stay in bed a bit longer. Then roll out at 10:59.
Dude, that's the worst. I used to have a roommate that did the exact same thing for work. We'd have to go into work like really early. Like it was like an hour commute, so we'd be waking up at like 8 or 9 a.m. to drive there. And he would set 5 alarms every single night, all the way across the apartment. And every single alarm wakes me up, and not a single one woke him up.
Yeah.
I got
kinda like
That's
that.
like my
so
brother.
mad.
That's
I'm
like my
like
brother
that.
at home.
That's the
You
worst.
like that?
Yeah, I don't wake up to alarms usually.
Wow.
That's why I have a few.
That's why you need 5.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, you need an aurora, is what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Just don't knock on your door.
Biggie's my role sometimes. Knock on the door, and it's like,
Fair.
you know, you messed up there once you ever knock. Like, he's like, oh,
Is Biggie like team dad a bit? When he's at your door, if
Can
he
be,
pulls you aside to talk, you're like, oh man.
no,
what
no,
did I
just
do?
he just knocks the door. You know, he knows. You know, because Jock's like late 90% of the times. So Biggie basically wakes him up. So he's used to it.
Dude, 8 o'clock is very early. Like
8 o'clock is super early.
I would
yeah.
consider 11 a.m. early.
Okay, well you should.
Okay, but
You shouldn't.
I think, dude. Okay,
No one's
I'm
serving breakfast anymore.
I like to dude. Scrimming at 12 is the play, dude. Dude, you waking up at like 10:50 a.m. to play. Oh man, I can't do it, dude.
Nobody's told you to wake up at 10:50, bro.
What?
You can wake up earlier or later. I
No,
guess.
dude,
You
that's
can't
too
wake up
early,
late.
man.
What time are you going to bed, Paul? What's keeping you up so late, man?
Bro. Dude, okay, you can't convince. This is not intervention, okay? It's 10:50. Dude, it's too early, man.
All right, understood. Well, that's on you then. You could change up the scrim culture in the SBL, try and push it back a bit.
We're scrimming at 12 sometimes.
Okay, fair.
My team likes that.
I can imagine
The
why.
extra hour.
Extra hour. It's big, dude. It's like daylight savings time.
Like, yeah, it's true. True. God bless, fellas. I mean, like, it's just so interesting. All right, who is on each of your respective teams? We already got it from BIGMANTINGZ.
Oh, it's Jock, yeah.
It's Jark for sure. Who's the late for scrims guy? Who's the guy who's keeping things held up? Like the one that you always have to call on the phone like right before scrim. Like 9 people are in the lobby. He's the only one missing. Who is it?
I think we're all pretty like decent, but
Pretty punctual?
probably me or like Baskin.
Really, Baskin? I wouldn't expect that.
Oh yeah. Sometimes he doesn't say anything for like 10 minutes, and we've been 10 minutes scrimming. There's no words, bro.
He's just like tired or what?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. We both have our days.
What about you, DARDEZ? Who's
No one is late, man.
really on the Dragons? I guess that makes sense.
Well, actually, the new guy is late. Ghost.
Really,
Oh, the
Coast
new
is
guy.
a sleeper in guy.
Literally, first 2 streams he was late.
The first scrim.
It's criminal.
I respect it.
Did you like? How late was he? Like, was it bad?
No, he just had no idea.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh.
we told him, but you know.
Yeah, just,
Oh, I had no idea. We had streams. Okay.
Just didn't show up at all. So you pick up Coast. He doesn't show up to scrims. Do you think to yourself like, ooh, maybe this was a mistake?
Nah, I mean, no one is usually late on my team.
Fair
I don't
enough.
know. Like, everyone is early.
Okay, well let's expand it to the league then. Who's late?
Ooh.
Who is the most habitually late player in the league to scrims? I want names. I want to call them out.
A team on like names, I don't know, but
I know a team, definitely a
team.
team.
Okay, so it's a whole team maybe.
I mean, yeah.
the majority. Yeah.
I think the team, yeah.
yeah.
I think we all know who that is.
Shall we count it down again, fellas? That we
Oh,
got it
this
locked?
could be awkward. This could be awkward as
Yeah.
hell if it's all different. But okay. Okay.
I'm thinking, but no way it's gonna be different though.
No, it's different.
I'm thinking. I mean, do you have one in mind?
I guess, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, you guess. Okay, so none in particular for you.
We got 2 for 3 in agreement.
There's
on
like
the
a
last
few
one.
teams that like have a few culprits on.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
right,
I'll
let's
say
run
I'll
it,
say
let's
one
run
of the
it.
teams.
1, 2, 3.
Warriors.
Leviathans.
Warriors,
or
Leviathans, okay.
Levi's. Who's it on the Levi's that they're holding you up, man? Warriors, I saw coming.
Yeah,
to be
Warriors.
clear. I
Depends
saw
on,
that coming.
depends on the day.
Okay.
I don't think they're like it all like anyone's in particular. They're just kind of like as a collective.
Really?
Yeah, they need that extra 10 minutes.
Like
or so.
sometimes Steve and Shinto are just not in the lobby for a little bit.
Wait, Steve?
Yeah, sometimes.
Zappin. Steven Zappis.
Zapp's not on levies.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not anymore.
He
You're
used to
right.
be. Yeah, I mean,
You've got me hard bodied. You
Oh,
broke my
God.
brain.
Picat's usually there.
Yeah.
I blame it. Yeah, Shinto's getting the.
Maybe even. It's more Warriors though.
More
Yeah, I
Warriors for
don't
sure.
know. We haven't scrimmed Warriors in a while.
Oh, okay.
They've probably just been done. We actually scrimmed them today though,
Oh.
so I hope they're not late.
Oh, you guys got scrims, when you?
Yeah, when we get home.
Well, you don't have scrims. They
No,
get
no,
canceled
I do.
today.
I do.
Oh, nice.
I do.
Oh, he's scrimming each other here. Is that what's happening?
Oh,
You leaked it. I was kidding. That's fine. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna say something. Damn it.
You know, I think it's interesting, and Paul, you could probably speak to this a bit from your console league experience. Do you remember scrim culture at all back then? Like having scrim partners, you'd like scrim the same team for a whole phase.
I remember having a scrim partner with SSG. It was when I just started SBL. I was on Trifecta, and we scrimmed Space Station. I was with Anister. I think it was Jeff and Libera. Was that it?
Classic.
Event. We literally scrimmed them like literally like 20 games in a row. It was, and I mean, I wouldn't say it was that good. It was, I don't know, if it was not very beneficial.
So you do prefer having the ability to like scrim everybody, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's been a while. I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. But
It was so interesting though, because you could definitely see it. I don't know if you guys ever had that on PC. Like seasons 3 through 5 are a blank spot for me because I wasn't participating. But back in the day, it was like you would always have scrim partners, and it would always break down based on seeding. So like first and second seed would just scrim each other forever and develop their own meta, and they'd get way better than like third and fourth place who were scrimming each other, and then fifth and sixth had to play with each other. So you'd always have that divide within the league.
yeah. I don't think it was ever scrim partners for whatever. It was more like scrim groups. Like if you were
Okay.
you'd like have a collective. You decide like who were good scrimmers, like the
Oh,
top
fair.
teams, and you just like. I'm sorry, the 7th, 8th teams never got scrimmed.
Yeah.
That's just how it was. Like if you were near the top, you just never scrimmed the bottom teams.
Yeah.
But you just kind of collectively chose who you wanted to scrim, and you got like the cherry pick, I guess.
Fair enough.
But
God, I used to love it, dude. A-seeded team would ask for some scribs. You're like, nah, man, I think the SEC guys were looking for some, though.
yeah,
Like, you can figure that out, I suppose. What you, DARDEZ? You ever have a scrim partner, like, relationship?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, it would always be so much fun. You'd always get to LANs, too. That was back in the online phase, and you'd go to a LAN and hang out with your scrim partners.
I mean, I know that like old NRG and Dignitas,
Mm-hmm.
they were a scrum partner.
That's true, yeah.
Like Church Tank and like Emily to
God.
Rough Function.
The classics. I miss those fellas. Man, I want to ask like the Smite After Dark questions here because we've got some OG players. What maybe like back in online phases, were there any like crazy LAN stories? Like what was the crazy LAN story from your era that is safe to broadcast? Nope. DARDEZ said nope. Don't have any safe
yeah,
ones.
I don't have any safe ones.
That's the
To
issue.
be honest, the EU lot are
EU guys are crazy, so
Dude, the EU guys were I'll say this. Console would always come to LAN right after PC. You guys would fly out, and then the next day we would fly in.
Mm-hmm.
There was a LAN in Season 3 where we landed. We get to the hotel, and the hotel manager comes out, and he sits down all these like kids, because we're all kids on console back then, young guys. And he sits us all down in a row. He said, the PC guys that were just in here have destroyed the rooms. The cabinets are off the walls. Like, we got to figure this out. You are not going to be doing all this. And I'm just in there like, bro, like, I just got here. I don't even know them. Like, why am I getting yelled at? So one of these days, we're going to have to sit down in the PM, maybe get some drinks and talk about some of the crazy stuff that happened at some of those LANs. You got any safer work ones, Paul?
not that come to mind right now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It would be hard to parse, I think. Difficult to figure out exactly one that we could share. Well, I think that's about all we've got as far as time is concerned here today. So This has been the check-in with the mid laners. We very briefly talked about mid and talked about just about everything else. Hopefully you learned something about all of our favorite players here. Well, stay tuned. Maybe there'll be something up next.